are back. We're going to MLB Show 23. We're going to with the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays got knocked out in the wild card round by the Rangers. And today my job is to take over the Tampa Bay Rays and try to win a World Series. But also to complete the challenge in the postseason rebuilds, we have to get past the round that the team was eliminated. So actually to complete this challenge, we only got to get past the wild card round. But once again, our goal in every rebuild is to win the championship or the World Series for this game, as it is baseball. But check the description below for links to check out. Drop a subscribe if you guys do enjoy my content. But now, let's get into MLB Show 23 and get this rebuild started. The roster we're working today is you got Josh Lowe, Randy Arozarena, Yandy Diaz, Isaac Paredes, Luke Raley, Brandon Lowe, Jose Siri. You got Christian Bethancourt, and then Taylor Walls rounds it out with Margot, Renee Pinto, Ramirez, and Tapia on the bench. Now over to our rotation. You got Glass now as the ace with Eflin and Savall at your 2 and 3. And then rounding it out is Zach Little and Taj Bradley. Very good rotation. I don't know if any of them are going to stay. I think we can get better rotation piece. Then in bullpen, you got Jalen Beeks, Kevin Kelly, Colin Poche, Andrew Kittredge, Robert Stevenson, Sean Armstrong, Jason Adam, and Peter Fairbanks, or Pete Fairbanks, my bad. The only guys staying on this bullpen, I would think, would be Sean Armstrong, considering I've never had this guy in my life. But in any rebuilds, never had him. But do need some work on this rotation. I think we can make it better, as well as the bullpen. And then back to the lineups. Well, basically going to talk about the rotation. Some pieces can go, some may not. But the lineup, you got Josh Lowe, as I already said. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this lineup. I mean, some pieces will stay, some will go. Like, I would think maybe I could keep Arozarena around and Yandy Diaz. Preferably Yandy Diaz more than Randy Arozarena, because Randy Arozarena, I mean, I think I can get a better upgrade there. But, I mean, we'll just wait and see what we can do with this team, as well as we got Jose Siri here. So, some high overall players that we just got to work with. Try to do some little upgrades and try to get this team past the wild card. But once again, like always, our goal is to try to bring a World Series championship to every team that we rebuild. Now, I don't know if the actual Rays GM would make this trade in real life, but I'm trading 25-year-old Shane McClanahan. He's down in the minors because I believe he's injured in the major leagues. So this roster I'm using is a playoff roster. They have him in the AAA, which, I mean, we're starting at the beginning of the season technically, so I can still trade him. That's how it's going to work. So I'm moving Shane McClanahan and Mason Hour to the Braves in exchange for Acuna. This guy had an incredible season. 99 contact. 99. I mean, he might do the trade in real life, but I'm making this trade. We got pitchers. We got guys that we can upgrade to get better pitchers. And giving up Shane McClanahan, it's going to hurt, but we get a good right fielder to play in the outfield. A great outfield. Probably one of the best players in this game, in this roster. So welcome team, Ronald Acuna Jr. Once again, this can be a debatable trade, but I'm picking up Yordan Alvarez from the Astros in exchange for another pitcher in Tyler Glasnow. I know you guys might be debating it, but I got Zach Eflin I can move. Got Drew Rasmussen I can move to get upgrades. Savali, Jeffrey Springs. I got Taj Bradley, Shane Boss. You have, I mean, we got Paredes here we can move. I mean, we got pieces that we can move. And this is just like picking up a stud to be our DH in Yordan Alvarez. Welcome to team, Yordan. I'm trading Jose Siri to the Cubs in exchange for Cody Bellinger. I'm shipping Brandon Lowe to the Rays rival, to the Bronx, for Gleyber Torres, who bringing in $9 million. He's an ace in a role in this roster. I mean, look at his attributes. I mean, he's played his entire career at New York. He's come down to St. Pete Beach and gonna try to help this Rays team win a World Series. I'm moving Raimel Tapia, Isaac Paredes, and Harold Ramirez to the Rangers in exchange for third baseman Josh Jung. Josh Jung's only played in 26 games for the Rangers going into this season. And he's been a vital part for them this season, helping them make it to the playoffs and also help them make it to the World Series. So let's bring him on here and try to do the same for the Rays. I'm moving Francisco Mejia, Xavier Isaac, and Nico Holzier to the Mariners in exchange for Cal Raleigh. We're picking up Bo Bichette from our rival, the Blue Jays, in exchange for Carson Williams, Taylor Walls, and Willie Vasquez. Moving Rene Pinto, Prospect Jr., Caminero, and Tristan Gray to the Phillies in exchange for Bryson Stott. From the Tigers, we're taking Kerry Carpenter, right fielder, from them in exchange for Luke Raley, our backup right fielder, Nick Schnell, a prospect center fielder, and then John Doxakis, a starting pitcher in the minors. That's the deal we're going to make. We never had Kerry Carpenter. He's a lefty bat to add to the bench and hopefully try to help this team out. Moving Manuel Margot, Gianti Turner, and Jacob Lopez to the Braves, making another deal. This time, we're taking Orlando Arcia from them, and he's going to be our utility guy for us. Plays every single position, literally, besides center field and catcher and pitcher. That's literally the only thing he doesn't play, which I think he could play center field if he really wanted him to, but I'm taking him as a utility guy. He's going to be our Swift's Army knife. I'm picking up probably the Cy Young for the NL winner, Blake Snell. Hasn't been voted on yet, but I think he's going to win Cy Young. We're going to bring him onto this team, back to the Tampa Bay Rays, in exchange for Zach Eflin and Nelson Alvarez. Moving Drew Rasmussen and Patrick Wicklander to the Mariners in exchange for Luis Castillo. Luis Castillo and Snell are being paired up in that 1-2 spot. I love it. Moving Eric Savali, Billy Hamilton, and Curtis Mead to the Twins in exchange for Sonny Gray. Moving Jeffrey Springs, Garrett Clevenger, and Ronnie Simon to the Yankees in exchange for Michael King. Taj Bradley, Jake Diekman, and Cameron Misner are getting shipped to the Dodgers in exchange for Walker Buehler. I've completed all the trades that I want to complete. Before we hop in and look at our lineup and rotations, before we sum in, our rankings. We got our first ranked all together. Let's go. As well as first in contact, first power, and first pitching. 6th defense and 11th speed. Let's go take a look at our lineup. Leading off for us is Randy Arozarena. He's going to play left field. The captain of the outfield, the center fielder, will be Cody Bellinger, who's batting 2 in the lineup. Then third is the other outfielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. And then 4th spot is DH Jordan Alvarez. Good 1, 2, 3, 4 lineup. And then coming behind him at the 5th spot, you got Yandy Diaz, who's at the corner of first base. Then his corner mate, Josh Jung, falls right behind him in the lineup. Then you got Cal Raleigh, the catcher behind the plate. Then you got the captain of the infield, Bo Bichette, who we play in shortstop and bat 8th in lineup. And finally, 9th is second baseman Gleyber Torres. On the bench, you got Josh Lowe, Orlando Arcia, Bryson Stott, and Christian Bethancourt. I like this team a lot. This is a really good lineup, and this should help us a lot to try to make the playoffs. Now to the rotation, you got Blake Snell back in the Rays jersey. Hopefully he can do what he did when he was here. Last time he was here, I believe he won the Cy Young, and it was 2019 when they lost in the Dodgers when he got pulled out early. So hopefully we don't make mistake that again, but hopefully Kevin Cash is happy to have him back in this game. Anyway, you got Castillo in the 2 slot. You got Michael King at the 3. 4 is Sonny Gray, and 5 is Walker Buehler. Then the bullpen, you got Hannes McCarthy, Taylor Rogers, Daria Moreta, and Danny Colombe are the middle relievers pitchers, as well as Jorge Lopez. Then our setup guys are Sean Armstrong and Ryan Helsley. Then our closing pitcher is Pete Fairbanks. That is our team. We've completed all the trades that we want to. We've rebuilt the lineup, rebuilt the rotation, upgraded, and I'm ready to sim. Pause the video right now. Drop in the comments below how many wins you think this team gets. And if you guys get it correct, don't cheat. If you guys get it correct, I'll give you guys a shout out in the next rebuild. But anyway, let's start simming. We finished simulating, and as you can see, we're already through the playoffs, and we're within elimination. But I'm just going to talk about how the playoffs started. So Boston plays the Angels, and we're the 1 seed. Tampa Bay will play the winner of them, and then Minnesota versus Houston plays the winner of Texas. Then the winner of LA and Chicago plays Cincy, and then winner of Milwaukee and San Diego plays Atlanta. San Diego wins in 3 games. Dodgers sweep Chicago Dodgers play Cincy, and then San Diego plays Atlanta. Over in the AL, you got Boston. They beat LA, and now they're up 2-1 in the series against us. And then Minnesota is down 2-1 Texas after sweeping the Houston Astros. Now, I don't know if I can check. Yeah, I can't check the regular season stats, but I can go look and see if it'll come up here with like player statistics. I don't know if it's like talking about just like straight up playoffs or not. I think it is, but anyway, all I know is that Acuna, he went pretty off. I can go look at his stats right here. He had 48 home runs, 3. There you go. And then Alvarez was another big guy. He had 51. Bellinger had some. He had 33 home runs with that stat line. As you guys can see it there, 24 for him. Diaz, see his stat line there as well. You can see Jung's there as well. Just going to show you guys their stat lines and stuff before we get into the simulation stuff. Once again, I am sorry that I already started the simulation. But yeah, Josh Lowe. Okay, he had a good average. Arcia was that kind of be that veteran guy. Bethencourt, and then we have one more guy in Carpenter. But yeah, I think we're just going to go right into it. We got to win here. We're down 2 on the first series. So let's see if we can try to pull this game off and win it. Really hoping we can pull it off and win and force Game 5. Hoping, man. And yes, we did it. We win 3-2, and we force Game 5. It's still loading, but we did it. Rays have defeated the Red Sox 3-2. Player of the game was Sonny Gray. You can see his stat line there. And let's go. We forced a Game 5 with Walker Buehler on the mound. I'm going to go with Walker Buehler. I might end up throwing Snell in the end if I need to, but we're going to run with him. We're at home. It should help us. Let's do it. I'm going to see if Walker Buehler can just close it out, and he does. And let's go. 5-1. We come back from a 2-0 deficit, and let's go. And we're on to the division series, and we'll be taking on the Texas Rangers. Here we go. Framber Valdez versus Nathan Eovaldi. W. Castillo versus DeGrom. W. Snell versus Montgomery. L. Gray versus Dunning. L. Buehler versus Eovaldi. L. And here we go. Valdez versus DeGrom. Let's hop in. We got to pull off another. We're down 3-2. Let's go. Come on. We can do this. We can pull it off. We're at home. We should be able to pull it off. And let's do it. And Helsley closes out. We win 10-3. And we're on to Game 7. Let's go. I know it takes a while for it to load. Player of the game is Jordan Alvarez. He had a 2-home run or something like that. Went 4 runs, 3 RBIs, and a double. I'll take it. Let's go. Now we're on to Game 7 with Castillo on the mound. And let's hop right back into it. I know you guys probably don't want to see this stuff, but anyway, let's pull it off. Come on. Let's make it. So I think I'm going to pull him out. I'm going to throw Helsley back in. And he closes it out. Let's go. Let's get it. And we're on to the World Series, and we'll be taking on the Dodgers in the World Series. And guys don't remember, 2019 was the Rays versus the Dodgers, and Snell is back on the team. Let's see if he can get his revenge. Here we go. Blake Snell versus Kershaw. He's wanted to play this team in the World Series, and he has them here now. Here we go. Game 1 is an L. Game 2, a W. Game 3, Buehler gets his former team. He wins. Framber Valley versus Gonsolin, W. And we are 1 win shy of the World Series. So let's hop in and see what happens. Here we are. We're witnessing this. Freddie Freeman's up. Bases are loaded. There's 2 outs. Jorge Lopez is on the mound. First pitch to Freddie Freeman is a strike down the middle, a curveball. 2 strikes away from winning the World Series and getting the revenge is the Tampa Bay Rays. 2 strikes away from us completing this rebuild. Here we go. Wind up, delivery, ball, sinker low. And the Dodgers are home. A double probably wins it. A single probably wins it. Next pitch, inside, circle change. Don't walk him, Jorge. Do not walk him. It is 2-1. Let's see what happens. If he throws a ball here, I might go into the bullpen and throw Helsley in maybe. Okay, here we go. Swing and a miss, and they're down to their final strike. The Rays are one strike away from winning the World Series and getting their revenge back on the Dodgers from 2019. And I'm one strike away from completing the first postseason rebuild. With the pitch by Lopez. It's hitting the gap, and that's going to do it probably. And the Dodgers walk it off. Dang it. And we'll have to go to another game. You saw the walk off by the Dodgers as we went into the game. You saw this through quick manage. So now here we go. Game 7. Sonny Gray versus Taj Bradley. We're going to hop into it. We could play in this. We could not. Really just depends. We're at home, which means I'm rocking this jersey right there. Here we go. Sonny Gray. That's our lineup we're running with. And here we go. Here we go. We're going to change the pitcher. It's only right if we throw Peter Fairbanks in here. I know he has bad reputation. We strike out. Single, which is bad. That's terrible. Don't want to deal with that. We're just going to hop in and try to close this out. James Outman up to the plate. 2 people on. Pete Fairbanks is in. I'm going to throw Helsley into the bullpen right now and just get him warmed up, just in case we need him to go, as well as I'm going to warm up Michael King too. Warming up both of them, and let's see what we can do. I love to turn a double play here and get out of this first pitch. I'm going to go sinker. Strike 1, let's go. Throw a slider inside. Get him here. Strike 3, let's go. Was not inside. We'll take the strikeout, and now they're down to their final out. We'll go slider inside. That was hung. What are you doing, Peter Fairbanks? If he walks him here, we're pulling. Right there. Get him here. And we walk him. I'm going Helsley. Okay, here we go. Got him to swing on the knuckle curve. That's 1. Come on, throw slider. This shall do it. Let's go! The Rays win it! We did it, guys! Let's go! Let's go! Helsley comes in, closes out, gets out of the jam. Let's go. They get revenge on the Dodgers. We had a 3-1 lead. We end up losing the next 2 games. We come back home, Game 7, and we win it all. Let's go. Acuna gets another ring. Bichette gets a ring. Let's go. Yandy Diaz. Snell gets a ring now. He was here in 2019 when he lost to Dave Roberts. Corey Seager. Cody Bellinger gets a ring here. He was on the Dodgers in 2019. And he gets a ring here now with the Rays. And back to Snell. Snell lost the World Series to the Dodgers. But now he gets back and wins it with the Rays. Let's go. Let's go. 1 for 1 in the postseason rebuilds. Let's go. Which actually we already completed, as I completely forgot that our goal was to get past the first round, and we did that. But we also won the World Series, which is a bonus goal. And there's Bellinger's celebration. And there's Acuna celebration after the final out. And I'm waiting to see the presentation of the trophy. There's Kevin Cash with the team around him as he raises it up high, as he brings St. Pete Beach a World Series. Let's go. And that's the first World Series championship in franchise history. And I'm glad did it. Acuna, Alvarez, and all of them. I'm so glad to get this thing done. To get a championship for the Rays. And I want to get more as well. There's the bracket. Tampa Bay wins it. I'll go look at our stats. Just go down the line of all the stats. You guys can see it. There you go. Best average was Diaz. Bench-wise, there you go. Rotation, we'll just go down the line. Rotation-wise, did not have a decent ERAs, but the guy with the most wins was Sonny Gray. I mean, just happy to get all these guys rings. King pitched phenomenal. Mayton didn't even pitch much. Klumbe pitched good. Lopez, better record. Rogers, decent. Armstrong, Helsley pitched good. And Fairbanks did okay. Let's go take a look at the awards. Yandy Diaz wins most valuable player for the World Series. Post MVP goes to Bo Bichette. Silver Slugger, Garcia, Bellinger, and then Acuna in the outfield. Let's go. 2 of the 3 go to the Rays. Let's go. Seager wins it for shortstop. Third base is Devers. Altuve wins it for second base. First base is Naylor. And Yandy Diaz wins it for catcher, while Cal Raleigh is in second place. Then DH goes to Yordan Alvarez with the 51 bombs, 140 RBIs, and 300 average. Gold Glove goes to Judge, Taylor, and Kelnick for the outfield. Shortstop, it's Volpe. Third base is Garcia. Second base goes to Simeon. First base is Mountcastle. Catcher is Jeffers with Raleigh coming in second place. And then Means for pitcher with Valdez coming in second place. Hank Aaron Award goes to Otani, not Altuve, Otani, with Alvarez and Acuna coming in second and third, which is good. Rookie of the Year goes to Yandy Diaz with Josh Jung, our player, getting third in it. Manuel Clase wins Reliever of the Year. Batting title goes to Altuve. Cy Young goes to Lopez with two of our 5 starting pitchers in second place. And third place with Buehler and Castillo. And then most valuable player goes to Alvarez. And Acuna is in second place. So, great awards, great team. All in all, glad we got the World Series done. But also, I'm glad that we made it past the first round. Because once again, that was our ultimate goal for these rebuilds. Is to get past what the team actually did in the 2023 playoffs. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on. So I'm missing any post, you can check the description below for links to our channels like check out. Once again, I'm glad that we got the first Rays World Series in the books. First one in franchise history. To all the Rays fans out there, kind of glad I got it done. Built a really solid team with Bellinger, Acuna, Alvarez, and I can't wait to rebuild all the other teams in the playoffs. But I'll catch you guys next one. Peace!